How old were you when you became a millionaire?
You have to ask a millionaire.
What do you mean?
I'm a billionaire.
What line of business did you end up in?
I am in the construction business.
In terms of revenue, what was the most amount of money you made in a year?
My best year was, 3.75 million.
What do you notice about yourself and the other billionaires? What do you guys do
We don't
differently?
work for money, we work for success.
What was the best financial advice that you ever received?
Always have full control over the money. If you don't have full control over the money, you don't have anything.
Number 1.
Excuse me, sir. Question for you. How old were you when you became a millionaire?
You have to ask a millionaire.
What do you mean?
I'm a billionaire.
You're a billionaire?
Yeah.
How old were you when you became a billionaire?
Oh, in my 50s.
In your 50s?
Yeah.
And what line of business were you in?
The hospitality business.
What were you doing in hospitality?
It's a funny story. I was busboy boy to boardroom. I've done every job. Created Diamond Resorts International.
Yeah, so you're a business owner.
I was. Hilton owns my company today.
Hilton bought your company?
Hilton bought my company.
Wow.
Eventually, yeah.
What did the company do?
I own hotels. Yeah,
Actually.
all over the world, 35 countries.
I go all over the world interviewing the most successful entrepreneurs. Could I get 1 quick minute with you for the channel?
Sure.
Do you come from a lot of money?
No, like I started with negative $20 million. Unfortunately, my father went broke. I had to pay it off. So I didn't start from zero. I started negative $20 million. Try that party trick.
What did you turn that into?
I actually created a company that was worth $2.2 billion, 3.3 billion equity value.
Actually,
Enterprise value, yeah.
wow. What was your relationship with debt as a business owner?
I always made sure that I never over-levered myself, and I always paid my partners back as quick as I can, my banks off as quick as I can, before I took money myself. So I always made sure that people were paid off before I paid myself.
Did you go to college?
I did.
Did college help you become a billionaire?
It taught me how to think logically because I went to school to be a surgeon. I never went to business school, but I kind of did because Mike Milken helped me learn business. He gave me my business degree, and Harry Reid taught me about politics and policy.
You've sold billions of dollars in revenue and in profit throughout your career. What is a billionaire's secret to sales? Give me some sauce on sales right here.
Listen.
Is that simple?
Listen.
Yeah.
The customer, your friends, your bankers will always tell you the pathway. Listen.
Yeah.
Deliver equal or greater value.
But what's your best negotiation advice as a billionaire?
Put the pen across the table, and the first person who talks loses.
Yeah, actually, break that down. You don't want to speak first in a negotiation is what you're saying.
When the deal is ripe, it solves itself. Just put the pen across the table and shut up. But that comes from listening.
What's a lesson about money that banks don't want people to know?
The lesson, I would never negotiate with my banks. Don't negotiate with your banks. Make sure you make your banks a ton of money. They'll always be there for you.
What do you mean by that? Because banks are in the business of making money for themselves. So how can you kind of, forego that or...
I never negotiated rate. I always made sure my banks made a lot of money with me. We all made a lot of money together.
Yeah.
Everyone was always paid back. Everyone. My investors early, my bankers early, and they all made a lot of money. So never worry about negotiating rate. If somebody offers you a deal and it makes sense for everyone, let everyone make money.
Like, have you ever been broke before?
Came damn close to being broke. Never. But it was usually for unintended consequences like 9/11, the financial crisis of 08, 09. Uncontrollable situations.
What do you mean by 9/11?
When the planes hit the Twin Towers. And I was in the hotel business, and we had guests at our hotel, and then all the planes stopped flying. I had no customers. My cash register went to zero.
How important were relationships for you?
Relationships are always very important, but a matter of fact, you got to stay out of one zip code, the zip code of bad people. If they're around your life, make them go away. Don't go in that zip code. You are who you hang around with. So hang around people that are smarter than you always, that are more successful than you. Learn, and you'll have your time. But you got to work hard.
Right.
There's no free lunch. There's no lottery. And if you win the lottery, it's called the lottery curse. So you will go broke.
Yeah.
Bad things will happen to you.
Right.
You have to earn it the old-fashioned way. Work hard.
What's the red flag that you see in people that tells you stay away from that person?
When you're leasing a Lamborghini or leasing a house in Bel Air or Beverly Hills, you can't afford it.
Yeah.
Don't stay there. Don't drive it until you can pay cash for it.
So you can't trust people who are renting is what you're saying.
Flakes, frauds, cons, grifters.
Wow, you got amazing advice, sir. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you.
Number 2.
Excuse me, sir. Question for you. Have you ever been broke before?
Broke?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No.
But what line of business did you end up in?
I am in the construction business.
Did you own a company?
I own a company.
Yeah. For how long?
35 years.
35 years. I started a channel at the University of Texas. I grew it to 9 million followers, and I go all over the country.
What do you do on
What's that?
Instagram?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him a couple questions. What were you building?
I build these towers.
Actually.
I build them all over from Philly down to Miami.
What was the most amount of money that you made in a single year at your business?
The most amount in 1 year, You really don't want to know that.
How much?
It's a big number.
Give me a number.
30 million.
$30 million. That's for yourself?
Yeah.
How about for the business?
Several hundred.
Several hundred million.
Several hundred, yeah.
Like more than 200 million?
What's that?
More than 200 million?
Yes.
Not more than 500.
Huh?
More than 500 million?
In that area.
$500 million. That's incredible. As a multiple nine-figure entrepreneur, what was the best financial advice that you ever received? If you can recall one lesson you
Just
learned.
stay involved.
What do you mean by that?
Don't delegate too much. Stay involved.
But some people say that if you don't delegate enough, then you could work in the business and not on the business.
That's not it. Just stay involved. If you delegate, people respect what you inspect.
Yeah.
Just check it out.
Did you come from a lot of money?
No.
What was the turning point to financial freedom? What did you see that made you want to stand out?
I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I have a real estate business. I have a manufacturing business. I have a construction business.
Yeah.
So
So you diversified.
yeah.
A lot of people say just focus on one thing though.
No, never.
Why not?
Never. Maybe one wife. That's about it.
One wife. That's
One
about
wife,
it.
yeah.
Were you a good salesman?
Yeah, he's a great salesman.
What was your secret to selling?
I know how to close a deal.
What's the secret to closing?
I know what deal not to do. I know who not to talk to.
And that would you say that's just as important as?
It's all instinct. Before you sit down, make sure you know who you're debating against. Because there's better guys. Why risk it?
Yeah.
Don't take high risk bets. If you want to take high risk bets, go to Vegas. See you
My
later.
friend, have a great day, guys.
Take
We
care.
appreciate that.
Number 3.
Excuse me, sir. Sir. Question for you.
Answer.
Have you ever been broke before?
Fuck no.
No.
I've had a broken heart. Have you ever had a broken heart?
No, sir.
It sucks.
Let me ask you this. What line of business did you end up in?
I'm in all kinds of businesses.
So I have one of the biggest business media channels in the world called the School of Hard Knocks.
Okay.
Where I go all over the country. I'm based in Austin, asking business owners a couple questions on their best advice.
Give me 2 questions. I'll answer them.
What's your main business?
Well, it depends on which day it is, but commercial real estate's what I focus in. But then I do a hell of a lot of other things.
People say you have to have a lot of capital to get started
You
in real
have
estate.
to. No, you got to have a fucking brain, and you need to work your ass off. And when everything falls apart, guess what? Get your bootstraps on. Fucking go with tack.
Yeah. Let me ask you this.
Serious.
Real quick, in terms of revenue, what was the most amount of money you made in a year?
My best year was 3.75 million.
That's for yourself?
Fact.
How about for the business?
I mean, fuck the business. That's for myself.
Yeah.
I sell real estate.
But as a multi
So I don't have, that's what I made in 1 year.
Why was real estate your vehicle out of all the businesses? You
Shithouse luck. I graduated from the University of Arizona with my finance degree, and I was planning on going into selling stocks, right? Being a financial planner these days, silly names. From there, I had an opportunity to interview with Grubb & Ellis, which is no longer now, it's Newmark, and I got into commercial real estate. And they said, hey, the only thing open is land. Fortunately, we have a ranch and a farm back in western Kansas that I worked on, and so I knew how to sell land just because I knew farmers and I understood farmers, and then the rest kind of became history. Create friendships with your clients. That's the other thing. You only need 2 to 3 clients. Focus on them, become good friends with them, and then be there for them. Be brothers.
So you like that repeat business with just a couple people?
Redundancy is very important.
You don't need 1,000 different people that you have to serve.
It depends on what industry you're in. In my industry, you don't. You need 2 to 3 clients.
And you ended up making more than 99.9% of business professors ever will. What's a lesson about business you'd give to somebody that they will not learn in college?
Remember, professors are too scared to enter the real world. That's why they keep professing, right?
Wow.
They're pros at nothing.
Yeah.
Except, oh, here's what we can do. They don't know how the real world works.
Give me a lesson about business you'd give to somebody they would not be taught in school.
Have they ever told you? Never quit. I told you that's the 3rd time I said it. That's redundant, right? Never quit. That is what separates a winner from a loser.
You got amazing advice, my friend. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for your
God
time.
bless you.
And if you lost everything tomorrow, could you make it all back?
Fuck yeah, I'll twice on Sunday.
Wow. Wait, say that again?
That's called confidence.
How did you find the self-belief to make millions of dollars? How did you find the self-belief to go make millions of dollars? Because people doubt themselves.
I started to see my results and realized that I was just not going to fail.
Yep.
And so I just kept working.
You believe in God?
Oh, cool. Yes, I believe in God.
Faith has been pretty important for you?
Faith was not important for me starting out, but faith is unbelievably important.
I love
Give it all to God. By the way, you want to know the secret of success? Give it all to God.
Thank you, my
It's all
friend.
God's plan, brother.
I love it. Have a great day,
God
brother.
bless you.
Thank you so much.
Number 4.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, is this your Ferrari?
Yeah, I hope so.
And what line of business are you in out here in Dubai?
Not in the UAE, but in Europe, I'm in the cannabis industry.
Cannabis?
Yeah, cannabis, correct. Yeah, I was the world's first billionaire from medical marijuana from cannabis.
Actually.
Yes, actually.
So you're a billionaire.
Yes, I hope so, yeah.
I go all over the world interviewing the most successful business owners, the richest people in the world. Could we get one quick minute with you real quick?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah, as long as it's a minute.
How long have you been an entrepreneur for?
Since I can remember, since I was a little kid.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was always on the hustle, yeah.
As a billionaire, what was the best financial advice that you ever received throughout your career?
Well, it was from my father. My father said, listen, if you can earn £10, risk it to earn £20 because you know you can always earn £10 again.
So in other words, take the risk or lose the chance.
There you go, 100%.
Did you take a lot of risks throughout your career?
Listen, too many for my liking, correct,
What was the biggest risk you took throughout your career?
Getting into the cannabis business because it wasn't something that I knew anything about. I was in the nightclub industry before that, and it was just, I don't know, it just kind of made sense to move into the industry. But yeah, it was a big risk for me. But you know, he who dares wins.
What was the most amount of money that you've made in a single year?
Just over a billion euros a year.
€1 billion.
Yeah.
Have you ever been broke before?
Yes, several times, yeah.
Yeah?
Several times, yeah. Not even too long ago, maybe 10 years ago, I was in Cyprus, there was a banking crisis, and I lost all my money in the banks there.
What's a lesson about money that banks don't want people to know?
That your money doesn't belong to you when you put it in the bank.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Break that down.
Well, it doesn't belong to you. When you put the money into their bank, you're investing in them, and they pay your money back as an interest.
And did you go to college?
And no, I was expelled from school when I was 13 years old.
You never went back?
Never went back, no. No,
Yeah?
never.
But you ended up making more than 99.9% of business professors ever will. So what's a lesson about business you'd give to somebody that they will not learn in university?
Give me a friend and I'll tell you who you are. Birds of a feather flock together.
Break that one down for people out there.
Just you are the company that you keep, so be careful of the company that you keep. You know, you can't fly like a swan when you're surrounded by turkeys.
So in other words, the people you surround yourself with is extremely important.
100%, yes.
Yeah.
If you're around 5 drunks, you'll be the 6th drunk. If you're around 5 billionaires, you'll be the 6th billionaire.
Right.
Your company you keep is very important, yes.
What do billionaires do differently from millionaires? What do you notice about yourself and the other billionaires? What do you guys do
We don't
differently?
work for money, we work for success. It's not a monetary thing, it's a success thing. We work for success, not the money.
Right. If you lost everything tomorrow, could you make it all back?
100%. You could strip me naked, leave me in Mongolia, I'd drive back in a 5 Series BM.
As a billionaire, what's your best negotiation advice for anybody in business?
I don't negotiate.
What's that?
I don't negotiate.
What do you mean?
I don't negotiate. That's my best advice. We don't negotiate. That's the difference.
What does that mean?
My way or the highway, we're relentless.
Yeah.
Yeah, relentless,
So
yeah.
you're willing to walk away from a deal?
I'm willing to walk away from a deal if it doesn't suit me, correct? There is no negotiations yet. My
what's it-
terms. Listen, you hold no prisoners when it's
Yeah.
business. That's the point, isn't it?
Right. You got amazing advice, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
My
for your
brother.
time.
See you soon.
Awesome.
Number 5.
Excuse me, sir. Is this your Lamborghini?
Yeah.
And what do you do for a living out here in Dubai to be able to afford a Lamborghini?
Money business.
You're in the money business? Are you in finance?
Yeah, we're in finance.
Yeah?
We're in finance.
Are you a business owner?
Yeah.
How long have you been an entrepreneur?
It's been about 8 years now.
8 years.
8 years now, but what's this for?
I go all over the world interviewing the most successful business owners for the younger generation. Could I get one quick minute with you for the channel real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
Is that okay? Over these 8 years, what was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
Last year we did about $12 million turnover.
$12 million.
$12 million.
Do you come from a lot of money?
No, I don't come from a lot of money. We were actually 8 years ago, we couldn't pay rent, and our rent was $1,300, right? And I vowed to myself that I'm never coming to that point again.
So you were broke.
I was broke. I
Yeah.
was broke. We had to sell our wedding jewelry to pay rent, bro. So it was a hard time.
Yeah.
It was a very hard time.
So what was that turning point to financial freedom?
I think the biggest point was me. I never finished school, so I was always the black sheep of the family, right? So I think it was in me like this fire to prove people wrong that without having a degree, you can still do a lot of things that you ever wanted. And now if you look at a lot of multimillionaires in the world, most of them, they never graduated, right? They just hustled and they made it.
Now, as an 8-figure entrepreneur, what was the best financial advice that you ever received?
Always have full control over the money. If you don't have full control over the money, you don't have anything. I know a lot of guys who start a business, they have no control over the money and they get screwed up later on by their operators or whatever. So always have full control over the money, know where it's going, know where it's coming from, and you're going to be wildly successful at that.
Are you a good salesman?
I'm a great salesman.
Give me a masterclass on sales right here.
Masterclass of
Give
sales?
me your best sales advice right here to somebody that sucks at sales and business.
Okay, so I used to do door-to-door sales, right? And we used to get rejections all the time. So our whole hint was that we have to knock on 100 doors, and every rejection we get is a lesson for the yes we're gonna have. So every time someone says no, they're saying no because now you gotta learn from that no and see, okay, where you can get a yes at the next time.
What does it take to get a yes, though? How can somebody get the yes faster?
Are you in Dubai?
Yes.
You're in Dubai. Awesome. You like the weather here in Dubai?
I love the weather.
You like the vibe here in Dubai?
I love the vibe.
Would you like to own a property here in Dubai one day?
I think so.
You think so, right? So you get the yes, yes, yes. And if there's a think, you can easily turn that I think so maybe to a yes.
So you got to ask a lot of questions.
You got to ask a lot of yes questions, not a lot of no questions. The more you say yes, 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 there's a high probability at the fourth or fifth time when I do the ask, you're going to say yes.
Amateurs tell, pros ask.
Exactly, that's it. That's
I love
it.
that. So what separates middle class from wealthy people in today's world?
So let me tell you this. When we couldn't pay rent, our rent was $1,300. We had no Netflix subscription. We had no Spotify. We had no subscriptions at all, right? Because we knew that, okay, money's tight. We're starting a business. We got to make it somehow. We had no subscription. What 9 to 5 does is they'll get the money, they'll buy this, they'll buy that, they'll get a subscription, they'll get cards, debt, whatever, right? But my mindset was, no, okay, you know what? I have to save, invest. And once we reach a certain threshold, then we can get something to reward ourselves. Up until now, bro, I have no YouTube premium, nothing. I'd rather sit and watch ads to save money. You know, that's how you get rich, by saving money.
Your last message to somebody trying to become a multi-millionaire in 2025.
Man, if you have an idea, execute on that idea. Whatever idea that is, no matter what people tell you that's a shit idea, you got to execute on it. Because here's the thing, when you're going to have a business idea and you're going to tell someone about it who has no business concept, they will always tell you it's risky, this can happen, that can happen, blah, blah, blah. But when you bring that idea to someone who actually has a business, they will tell you, bro, go for that business. Start that shit right now. Because here's the thing, if you're a fit guy, you're going to tell people to stay fit, right? If you're into business, you're going to tell everyone to start a business. That's what it is. Like, it depends on who you get your advice from, not from who's able to give you advice.
You got amazing advice, my friend.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for your time,
Thank
and
you.
I appreciate you, man. It means a
What
lot.
was your name again?
James.
James Raja.
Yeah,
Nice
Raja.
to meet you.
Nice
bro.
to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet
Thank
you.
you.